Economics, where I, your friend and your tutor, helps you understand the world of economics and finance in the most simplest of ways. In this video, we'll look at the definition of economics. So, in your textbook, you have been given three definitions of economics by three different and prominent economists, namely Adam Smith, Professor Alfred Marshall, and Lionel Robbins. Now, these three individuals have their own different definitions of what economics is according to them. The first definition by Adam Smith says economics is wealth oriented. Marshall says it is welfare oriented, and Robbins says that it is scarcity oriented. We will delve deeper into each of the definitions later on. Now, Adam Smith gave this definition in his book, An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations. This book is popularly known as Wealth of Nations. It was published in 1776. Alfred Marshall gave his welfare definition in the book Principles of Economics, which was published in 1880. Lionel Robbins gave his scarcity-oriented definition in his book named as An Essay on the Nature of Significance of Economic Science. This is not an essay, it is a book. The book is named An Essay, which was published in 1932. I'll attach the link of these books in the description for anybody interested to read them. Moving ahead, Adam Smith is also known as the father of economics. Okay, and now before we go to the definition, the actual definitions, the detailed definitions, I've written down the word definition over here. Why is that so? Now, oftentimes you might be asked about these economists as a distinguish between, right? So this is the pro forma that you guys could follow to answer your questions. You can write about Adam Smith, Marshall, and Robbins. First, you'll mention about their orientation of the definition, wealth, welfare, scarcity. Then you can mention what book it was published, what book it was written in, and you can write down the year that the book was published in. And to end it all, you could write the actual definition that was given by these economists. This will easily constitute of a 3 to a 4 marker question. Okay, let us talk about Adam Smith's definition. A very tiny one. He says a science of wealth. So as we recall, his definition was wealth oriented. A science of wealth. What are the key points of his definition? First one is laissez-faire. Now this is a very new word to you. What does it mean? It means non-intervention of the government. Government हाथ नहीं डालेगा market में, right? Second one is capital and wealth accumulation. What does it mean? It means to achieve greater means of production. Capital बढ़ाओ तभी जाके production बढ़ेगा. Okay. Third one is nature's law of economic affairs. So now we've said over here that laissez-faire, that is the government won't interfere. So who will interfere? Nobody will interfere, but the nature's law of economic affairs, which means the market forces of demand and supply will work at their best. So market forces of demand and supply. The last one, division of labor. What does division of labor mean? Assigning tasks to individuals. You are an accountant, I am an economist. I am teaching economics, you are probably solving an accounts question. If we were to change our roles, I was given to probably solve an accounts question and you were asked to teach economics, we'll both fumble, right? So division of labor is important. That means different people doing different tasks for efficiency. All right. That is the entire explanation of Adam Smith's definition, a science of wealth. Let's look at the second definition of Alfred Marshall, which was welfare oriented. Let's read it out first. Economics is a study of a mankind in ordinary business of life. It examines that part of individual and social action which is closely connected with the attainment and use of material requisites of well-being. Abhi bacha log, you will have to learn this, okay? if the definition is asked in your exam, there is no other way that you could write a few different words. नहीं, ये आपको थोड़ा learn करना ही पड़ेगा. But let me make it easier for you. Let's look at the key points of this definition. First one, it is the definition talks about the study of an ordinary man. Now, ordinary man as in you and me, normal people. Okay. Next, it talks about the behavioral science. Now, what is behavioral science? We saw in the first video. It is the study of human behavior. Okay. Next, it talks about material welfare. What does material welfare over here mean? It means the utility that you get from goods and services. What is utility again? Usefulness. Lastly, he says that it is not simply a study of wealth. What does that mean? He's dissing Adam Smith. He does not agree with Adam Smith. Okay. So the welfare definition includes a lot more than what it was in Adam Smith's wealth definition by Lionel Robbins. His definition was scarcity oriented. Let's read it out first. Economics is a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and the scarce means which have alternate uses. Very simple definition. Let's look at the key points. First one is wants ends are unlimited. I want an iPhone 16. I want a Netflix of my own. I want to own a big car, right? My ends, my wants are unlimited. I'll get one, I'll want another one, right? So, an individual, a human being, his wants are going to be unlimited. Next is means are comparatively limited. Wants are unlimited, the means are comparatively limited. What are means? How are you going to achieve your wants, right? It is going to cost you something. Let's assume your means over here is money. I will need money to buy a new iPhone. I'll need money to buy a new car, right? But money with me is limited. What I earn in a month, in a year, or whatever time duration, right? That is the only amount of money I am going to get. So my means are comparatively limited. Wants are gradable on the basis of priority. Now, wants are gradable on the basis of priority. Even though they are unlimited, we can prioritize them in a order. Now, let's say I'm shooting this video, right? I'm shooting this on my iPhone 12. I want to upgrade my iPhone so that the video quality could be better. Whereas I already have a car, correct? Do I need another car? The car that I have currently is working extremely fine. It takes me from place A to place B. So right now, my priority is, let's say, buying a new phone. Both are my wants. Okay, buying a car is also my want, buying a phone is also my want. But right now, the priority is buying a phone, correct? So the want can be prioritized. Last one is means have alternate uses. Okay, the means that we took over here is money. Now money has so many uses, right? We can use money to buy lots of different materials, correct? So it is not just that money could be used only to buy a phone, only to buy a car, right? Money can buy you each and everything. So that is what, that is alternative uses of money. Okay, money or else means, alternative uses of means. So this was the definition. I think comparatively to the other two definitions, Lionel Robbins one is the most understandable one and the most easiest to remember too. We'll cover the branches of economics in our next video.